All right, welcome back, everybody, with more of Avernum 2 Crystal Souls. Here we are in the Coven cave, which is not far off from Silvar, because we are going to do this quest here called the Lost Boats. So we have to see what that's all about. Several boats have disappeared while near it. This cavern smells of incense, herbs, and the occasional accent of rotting flesh. You hear chanting coming from deep within it. It's a low atonal sound, and it makes it difficult for you to concentrate. The northern alcoves are full of bones and supplies, both violently taken from passing sailors. Oh no. The totems in the northern alcoves have human skulls on them. It's hard to notice. The hypnotic chanting draws you forward, almost against your will. You can guess how so many sailors were ensnared here. Oh boy. On the floor just ahead, you see a broken shield. It has the symbol of the army of Avernum on it. The chanting grows more distracting, so you focus on fighting it. Eventually, your head clears. You see what you failed to notice before. There are dried pools of blood everywhere. A narrow walkway runs between two deep sinkholes on either side. To the north, you see that the bridge has been coated with slippery, nasty, foul-smelling filth. Alright, so Moses can't reach them right now. Oh, no, he can go up to the frozen worms at least. Meant to not do that. Oh man, I mean to do not a lot of things in this, honestly. I thought I put it on a board, did I not? The frozen worms are definitely not overwhelmingly strong, but there is a lot of them. Skeletal warrior. Alright, finally we got Raylan leveled up here. Come on, you didn't hit him? Okay, finally got a breather. Alright, so let's train. That and that. Alright, which one do I want here? I think we're gonna go with strength and mighty blows for mine. Dexterity. Mighty blows is melee, unfortunately. I'm not sure if I want that one, though. Yes, this one, I don't know, because this is an archer. She doesn't really need any melee stuff, really. Actually, Challenger might be good, because in the late game, she's going to be able to dodge a lot. Fast recovery is good as well. I don't know, let's go ahead and do fast recovery. We'll do more for summoning focus. Challenger might have been good, but I don't want her, like, getting, like, every single monster on her at the same time. If that makes sense. We'll just stick with fast recovery. As you enter the main workshop of these halls, a cloud of incense fumes around you. Your eyes water. You feel lightheaded. From inside the room, you hear chanting. There are growls coming from all around you. You start to feel very sleepy, but you are too experienced to fall for such tricks. Your head soon clears. You see a wide hall full of gnawed bones and bubbling pots, and shambling figures lurching toward you. I don't really have anything I can use, but I can do that. Alright, Witch Louisa. One of the witches here. Let's make sure she's dead. We definitely want to kill the witches as fast as we can in this part. Well, that's bull. Oh. Oh, forget that. Not like she can go anywhere anyway. I'm not really worried about the revenants as much as the witch here. Ooh, snap. Good. That's one of them dead. See, Raylon is really good at dodging. Witch Kim. Alright, that's another one down. Witch Aubrey now. The last of the evil sorceresses has fallen. No longer will the sinister inhabitants of this cavern hunt the warriors and sailors of Avernum. Another small victory. Good. The less we have to deal with that, the better, right? Oh no, I didn't want to give it to him. We'll give it to her. Spirit Gauntlet. I actually think this is a hindrance, so we'll go ahead and sell that out. Anything that says your skin tingles when the metal gets close is probably actually a bad item. There are 10 stone tablets on this pedestal. They're very chipped and old. The witches must have found them. They are covered by writing in a strange script. Thanks to your training, you recognize it. These are old Vonatai artifacts. Thanks to your knowledge of Vonatai lore, you're able to code writing on tablets. You learn a variety of unusual magical techniques. You will be able to put this knowledge to use. Okay, that might definitely come into play a lot later then. There are several old, worn scrolls stacked on this pedestal. In your experience, dungeon scrolls are always interesting. This is a heavy spell book chained to the pedestal. It's a small book, but the contents are very interesting. Alright, knowledge of the spell Daze. It's snared and stuff. Ooh, I have to use Daze more often then. What was on the ground that she dropped, though? Healing elixir. A warmth ring. I think we already had something like that, though. We already have something like that, so let's sell that. Oh, I already hit that button. Okay. Power Lash might be good, but I'm just going to go ahead and sell that. You pick up the first scroll, it's blank. The second is blank too. The third has a strange symbol on it. The moment you look at it, you feel very strange. It's as if a gentle, constant force is pressing down on you. The rest of the scrolls are blank. Oh, what the heck is this? You know what? I don't want to find no high pudding right now. Okay, so we're not reading that spell book. I don't know. This might be good, but I don't like the disclaimer about how your skin tingles wherever the metal gets close, because usually that's bad. Because there is metal bars in the game that will make you feel sick after some time, and that's probably not worth the risk at all. Alright, well, at least we solved the mystery of the lost boat. For crafting, sugar for Gary. Who was it that wanted? I think it was her, yeah. You tell Ruth about the sorceresses who are capturing local boats. You've done a service for us. I'll have to make fewer boats, and I appreciate it. I should reward you. Here's something a soldier forgot here. She gives you a thin copper ring. Yeah, we already have something like that. Although... yeah, I think I like that one more. We'll give them both static bands. Yeah, improved reputation, so now we're very popular at this point. So let's head back to the Tower of Magi real quick, upgrade a couple more priest spells, and then we'll start upgrading the mage spells. Mass Curing, Ward of Steel is now upgraded, so we pretty much bought all that out. We just need to upgrade the mage and all that. Although we can probably upgrade Divine Fire now if we haven't already. Yep, improved divine fire. With a 20% bonus. Alright, in the meantime, let's continue our explorations here. Before I visit any new towns, I might as well just explore some of the outer stuff. Doesn't look like much. This clearing has been used as a garbage dump for some time. The filth has attracted a number of unpleasant creatures. They regard your arrival as a rare chance to dine on fresh meat. Well, we could avoid them, so we did. Run into a small remnants of the raiders who destroyed Katra. They have arrogantly remained behind, looking for extra carnage. They immediately attack. Oh, great. Yeah, I have kind of a short adventure there, killing those witches, so why don't we explore the land a little bit here before we head on into Katra or anything like that. More raider remnants. Get away from him, fool. I found a gold bar. The road is lined with piles of abandoned possessions left by Avernite refugees during their mad flight from Katra. There are torn clothes, bits of furniture, and personal effects. Scavengers have already given the stuff a thorough search, but you might still be able to find something of interest. This patch of debris and abandoned possessions has been heavily picked over. You find nothing of value. You get close to the ruins of Katra. This was once one of Avernum's great cities, a thriving port. It was a key conduit of supplies between North Avernum and the Great Cave. Now it has been sacked by the Empire. Their raiders rushed in, burned the city, and fled, leaving a grievous wound in Avernum's side. Now more than ever, you see how high the stakes are in this devastating war. Yeah, it's pretty sad. You walk down this hidden passage. The walls are covered with glittering crystals. It's a beautiful sight. Then you round a corner and walk right into a band of Empire soldiers. The farther you go, the more crystals there are and the more beautiful they become. Before long, however, the beauty is marred by the appearance of more enemy troops walking from the west. As soon as they see you, they attack. You reach the center of this huge, breathtakingly beautiful cavern. The glowing fungus reveals huge, shimmering clusters of crystals, filling the air with rainbow light. What's more, the crystals vibrate. They're emitting a continuous, soothing hum which calms your nerves and alleviates your exhaustion. However, you have little leisure time here to enjoy the cavern, for someone has gotten here first. A large contingent of Empire troops has set up camp inside the cavern, basking in its beneficial effects. Of course, it might be in your power to reclaim this wondrous place for Avernum. Could be summon a monster here. Oh, it's not going to do anything much. Okay, this fight is definitely winnable. It's just going to be a little bit annoying. And my imp is already almost dead. Wow. So let's make sure he's healed up real quick. And this imp is not going to be able to do anything. At least he's tanking some of the hits, so. Yep, I knew it. I really need to get some people some monsters captured, and then I can use them as a simulacrum instead, but nobody has been worth like capturing yet. I haven't run into them quite yet, but I will. You search the Empire camp for anything of particular value. The dervish was wearing a beautiful pair of drakeskin greaves. You eagerly liberate them. As you explore, the vibrations from the crystals fill you with waves of exhilarating energy. The powerful magic makes every cell in your body vibrate. You need to leave the cave before the feeling overwhelms you. Some of the power lingers. Perhaps when the energy fades, you can return and bask in it again. Alright, so Ice Drake Greaves. Let's put those on. Put those on. A band of hostile Sarakai figures. Oh, really? I missed? Oh, there you go. Another actual hit then. There is a small natural spring here. The water glows slightly. This isn't that unusual. Avernum has a high concentration of magic, which affects things in unusual ways. When you drink the water, a strange feeling overwhelms your brain. Your thoughts suddenly become incredibly clear. The myriad distractions that keep you from thinking clearly fade away, making your minds powerful and energized. Enlightened. Oh, great. That automatically removed the status effect because I got in combat, but that clearly is going to be for something we're looking for. You know, maybe if I did have magical efficiency, my spell energy wouldn't be running out nearly as fast for my priestess. But then again, I think I do honestly prefer having like gymnastics available and stuff like that. You find a supply cache. In addition to some dried mushrooms of a sort of inedible to humans, you find a thick pile of Vonatai razor discs strung on a long rope. You loot the supplies. Unbeknownst to you, the Vonatai who placed stuff here are watching you. You aren't sure whether these warriors are from a faction which is friendly or hostile to humans. It doesn't matter. They regard you as thieves and they deal with you accordingly. How did the Vonatai get? How did the group of Vonatai get up there, though? There are the ruins of a mine here. A tunnel leads into the cave wall, surrounded by crumbling buildings. The place was probably abandoned when the Empire invaded. Suddenly, several humans emerge from camouflage crevices in the cave wall. They have crude weapons and leather armor, and they surround you. You draw your weapon, but one of them steps forward. She is unarmed. She says, "Wait, we're Avernites." You lower your weapon. The woman who approached says, "We're in hiding, but we know you. We've heard of you. Come to camp with us. We have things to tell you." Curious, you follow them to their hidden camp. There are 10 pale Avernites here. They're not refugees, they're scouts, poorly armed but skilled in cave lore. Upon arrival, the woman who greeted you straps on several long knives. She says, "I am Caitlin of the Scimitar." You've heard of the Scimitar. It's a group of guerrilla warriors, fanatically fighting the Empire. Once operating in secret, they now work for Avernum's army, doing dangerous missions requiring stealth and cruelty. We've heard of you, visitors to the Vonatai, and we know that you travel. We are looking for several Empire supply caches in this area, hidden and trapped, and we have been given rewards to give to those who help us destroy them. If you find and destroy any caches, return and let us know. You agree, and join us in for a meal, so we may hear of your adventures. You agree to this too. And after a friendly meal and a long talk, you depart. As you leave, Caitlin remembers something. "Oh, yes, when we found a cache, we weren't able to get it open. I think you need a password or something. If you find any Empire troops in the Eastern Gallery, you might be able to learn it from them." Okay. So we have yet another quest. We have Fort Dranlin over here, which we'll get around to when we can. Alright, let's continue here. The road is patrolled by a band of Avernum soldiers. They look like they've seen some heavy action recently. When you get close, they wait for you to approach. They don't draw their weapons, but they keep them close. When you get close, you notice that the armor bearing the sun insignia of Avernum is heavily torn and bloody. So much so, in fact, that it looks like it was stripped off slain soldiers. You suspect an ambush, but it's too late. The disguised Empire soldiers attack. Oh, great. I just realized now that probably should be, you know, let's just go ahead and do that. Right. Come on, killed him. I really want to get this cultist so he doesn't heal, but so far it's not working out that way. Right, there we go. That's what I wanted. Someone went to great trouble to build a nice home out here. The house seems to be abandoned and the lovely fungal garden has been trampled. The roof is close to caving in. Unsurprisingly, the house has been almost completely looted and graffiti defaces the walls. The only thing left of interest are some stone tablets. They were too strong to destroy and too heavy to steal. The writing is in your native alphabet, but you can't make any sense of it. It is total gibberish and the markings shift around as you look at them. You stare at it until it gives you a headache. Then you give up trying to make sense of it. There is a magical ward on these stones. Without some external help, you won't be able to comprehend them. Oh, but wait a minute. Before we got into combat, we did get enlightened. So why don't we go over here again? And then try to decipher. You find a pack of forlorn cave cows wandering around lost. They were probably owned by one of the farms around Katra, and then they stumbled off after the city was destroyed. It won't be long before some passing soldiers catch and eat them. Writing is in your native alphabet, but you can't make any sense of it. It looks like total gibberish. Then the enlightenment in your brain kicks in. You realize that it's a cipher and a simple one. Each letter has been moved up 10 letters to conceal the meaning. Soon, though, you decode it. Whoever lived here, he knew a powerful magical spell and he was trying to conceal the knowledge. He obviously didn't want to share the knowledge with his fellow mages. Such jealousy is common in their profession. The writing explains how to cast a powerful healing spell. Ooh, mass curing. Nice. At least we were able to know how to get that. You find in the middle of this bare, open expanse of stone the body of an Empire soldier. Well, part of a body. It looks like he was caught out in the open by giant lizards. Most soldiers' goods have been dragged away. One thing of interest remains. In a mushroom patch nearby, you find a courier's satchel. You guess that the nearby corpse was, in life, an Empire messenger. It's strange that the lizards didn't tear the satchel apart. Perhaps it had something unusual inside. The satchel has 4 scrolls inside. You reach for one of them, but then they change. With the blur, they seem to rearrange themselves in the satchel. What's more, they all look so similar you can't tell them apart. The best you can do is grab one of them and hope. You look at the paper, but its writing shimmers and blurs faster than the scrolls in the bag did. It's very disoriented. Light-headed, you let go of the scroll, which falls back into the bag. Even enlightenment doesn't help with that? There is a Avernite watchtower at the top of this hill. From where you stand, it looks like about 50 soldiers with magical support and strong barricades. The Avernite soldiers welcome you into their encampment. They don't get many friendly visitors out here, as the surrounding lands aren't well controlled. They tell you that, happily, they haven't been attacked. Their position is very strong, and that tends to discourage the casual raider. They're mainly here to watch the surrounding area and to see any raiders heading east. They haven't seen anything lately. After talking to them for a while, they warn you to be careful and watch out for Empire raiding parties. Then you move on. Alright, more options to... You approach a pile of possessions abandoned by refugees from Cotra during their flight. As you do, a motley group of brigands and looters approaches from the other direction. Unfortunately, they're prepared to defend their rights to this pile of garbage. Now that the looters are dead, you search their bodies and the debris. You find a few coins, but nothing of real worth. These miserable souls died to defend a pile of trash. It's just another sign of the desperation this war has driven people to. That's unfortunate. Several brigades of Avernite soldiers have set up a defensive perimeter here, within sight of the ruins of Cotra. You can see the smaller remains of the city to the west, a sobering reminder of the Empire's power. When you get close, the commander of these forces waits for you to approach. You walk up and introduce yourself to the commander. She looks worried, but her forces don't look like they've seen action recently. She says, "Greetings, soldiers. What news have you of other happenings in our land?" You fill her in as best as you can and ask what her forces are doing here. "Well," she says, "we were arrogant. We didn't think the Empire could strike this far into our lands. We were wrong. They sent a group of magical creatures in by water and burned Cotra out. Took the city entirely by surprise. We're here to keep watch. If they raid Silvar, and they might, they won't be able to do it without the mages here detecting them." She points up at a pair of mages in the sentry towers, concentrating hard, magically searching for enemies. You speak for a bit more and she gives you some stew. Then, rested, you move on. It's reassuring to see that Avernum is learning from its mistakes. Indeed. Oh, I also forgot to check if I had more quests on the job board real quick. Oh, not yet. I do have these other quests to do, but I'm gonna wait until I go to Fort Dramlin, though. Because we are gonna head to Cotra. And I'm gonna save the game right here, and I'll see you all soon with the next part of Let's Play.